Hi, and welcome to Always Dolls. Today we are crafting part 1 of the Purple Kitchen from American Girl's new summer release. In this tutorial, we make the gorgeous island bench and sink. Our version has working drawers and doors, faux Caesar stone bench top, white farmhouse sink, and a shiny gold faucet. We even use decorative cake pillars for the bench columns. So, let's get making! For this craft, we needed a sheet of thick foam board, 2 tall cake pillars, and a rectangular plastic food container. We made all our initial cuts using the Foamworks straight cutter and rail. First is the front panel, then 2 side walls. Next, cut 2 inner shelves and 1 short shelf. Cut a rectangle for the base. We will work more on it later. There is a back wall, and lastly, the countertop. Let's start with the front panel. It has the sink, 2 cutlery drawers, and cupboard doors. In the center of this panel, place your food container on its side, trace the outline, then cut this part away. Find the center of the panel to evenly draw the doors, leaving a 1 cm allowance at the bottom and both sides. Cut out. Plan, then cut out 2 small rectangles for the drawers. To give the doors dimension and subtle detail, cut rectangles the same size as the doors from paperboard. Draw a small rectangle inside and carefully cut out. Now we have an outer frame and inner panel. Shave the inner panel down a few millimeters so there is a gap between the frame and panel. Glue into place on the foam board. To step up the drawer fronts, cut 3 rectangles, each slightly smaller than the one before. On the back side, draw diagonal lines from the corners to make an X. Push a pin through the center. Cover the back with glue stick, then stack the rectangles as seen. Now glue to the paperboard to the foam board. Take your food container and line it up against the edge of the countertop. Before tracing, ensure your container is evenly positioned from the center point of the long side, so that the hole we intend to cut lines up with the one we have already cut into the front panel. Our container had a beveled lip, so we adjusted for this and cut 5 mm inside the traced line. To mimic the look of white Caesar stone, we googled the net for images and printed on computer paper. Glue this paper to the foam board. To add shine and extra durability, we covered the counter with clear contact. Here we mix purple acrylic paint with equal parts white to make a lavender shade. It's time to paint all the pieces. Keep each coat thin as we do not want to warp the foam board. This is the first round. It took 4 coats for the colour to become opaque. While waiting for the paint to dry, we can make trays for our drawers. On more paperboard, mark the sides and centre of the foam board drawer front. Next, make tick marks at 9.5 cm. This is how long the drawer will be, and at 4 cm for the drawer's back wall. Cut out this rectangle. Fold on the lines. Cut tabs as shown on screen. Then glue the tray together. So the cupboard doors can swing, we are using the toothpick method. Turn the frame upside down and push a toothpick through the bottom of the frame and door. Do the same at the top, accessing the door via the cutlery drawer window. Check out our earlier Farmhouse Kitchen video for an in-depth explanation of this technique. The video link and exact timestamp will be in the description box. Let's assemble the bench. Begin by laying the back wall flat on your surface. Use hot glue to adhere the inner shelf to the back wall, 7 centimeters from the bottom. Repeat with the other inner shelf, gluing this at 14.5 centimeters from the bottom. Flip over and glue the short shelf 6 centimeters from the bottom. Take your base piece, trim out a small rectangle 21.5 by 6.5 centimeters to create the U shape seen in the AG version. Glue the back wall onto the base piece. It is set back half a centimeter from the cutout we just made. Now we can align and glue the side walls. They need to line up with the short shelf. There will be a half centimeter of base piece showing. This is meant to be trim. Now glue the cake pillars to the left and right side. Turn the bench around and glue the front panel into place. Again, there will be a half centimeter of base showing. Flip the counter over and hot glue the sink into position from underneath. Now we can glue the counter to the bench. For the faucet, we glued the hook section from a plastic hanger to a wooden bobbin. The spout is just a mini cork and a button. Use pony beads and skinny sticks for hardware. Measure 4 centimeters and mark. Take the curved tip of a skinny stick and trace it onto the other skinny stick. Cut out 3. Use an emery board to file the wood smooth. Stack together for strength. Now take all the small parts outside to spray paint gold. Put drops of hot glue on each pony bead and affix it to the cupboard door. Attach the skinny sticks on top. To finish off, we need to make caps for our cake pillars. Cut and glue 3 centimeter squares of foam board. Cut 3 by 4 centimeter rectangles of paperboard and trim a curve from the short side. Paste them over the foam board to neaten the look. When dry, paint lavender to match. Finally, glue a rectangle of foam board to the back of the sink. Hot glue the faucet on top. For a tap handle, make a ring out of paperboard 1 centimeter wide. Cover one side with a paperboard disc. Glue a short length of skewer to the outside. Slide this piece over a stack of buttons. Now the tap moves to turn the water on and off. That's it! Your island bench and sink is done. We love the design and colour palette of the new release kitchen. American Girl has really delivered a modern, practical kitchen with just a touch of whimsy. Check out our other DIY videos to help fill your kitchen with dishes, utensils, and all sorts of food. Part 2, the stove and fridge, will be coming soon. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to Always Dolls for more miniature crafting fun.